New program, All Groovy, man. I just want a bunch of folks in front of my porch. Let's have a Coca-Cola, a sweet tea, or whatever you're drinking flavors, and let's just talk about life and how far we've come on the only 1340 WTAN 10 Talk Radio Network.
It's All Groovy with Robbie the Shark. Tune in Saturday afternoon from 12 to 1. Listen at your own risk.
Tampa Bay's Tan Talk. Entertaining and informative radio for the Sunshine State.
It's Saturday. It's 12 noon. This is the Tan Talk Radio Network. This is the It's All Groovy show here on 106.1 FM and 1340 AM in Clearwater and 102.3 FM and 1350 AM over in Dade City. Normally, and speaking of the devil, we'll probably get to him right now as soon as we get him on the air. This is the one, the only, Robbie the Shark. Perfect timing, Robbie.
I beat you. God darn, man. You know what? I'm watching a program about Jesus right now. Happy Easter, everybody. That's how I was going to start the
Happy
program.
Easter. Happy Easter,
I thought I was
indeed.
going to have a moment with you for a minute before we started this. I'm doing it from location, folks. I'm at home. I decided not going to the studio today and just be me. In the studio, I tend to put on airs, I guess. But here at home, I'm just me. And that's the person I want you to see. Even though you can't see me, you can hear me. Wow. That's freaky deaky, man. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that was perfectly timed. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, there's a reason why you're staring at Scooby-Doo sitting behind the microphones. Robbie's calling into the show from home. So Robbie's doing the show from home. That's why you're looking at Scooby-Doo if you're watching on the live stream on YouTube.
And don't forget, every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m., Wake and Bake. Just go to Facebook. We're going to be on YouTube, too. We're working on that right now on a few other sites.
Very cool.
Go to ROBBIEFERENCZ. That's me on Facebook, in case you don't see me yet on there. And it's just a 2-minute crap. Wake and bake, man, and talk about the day and crap that happened the night before. I've been doing it for a couple of weeks now. It's fun. I think you'll find it entertaining. If you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. But I hope you do. Anyways, wow, that freaked me out, man. I was prepping. I didn't expect to hear you actually sugar plum.
Yeah, you didn't expect me to hear you start the show the way I did.
No,
Well,
I didn't expect to get right on the air. I thought I had like a minute or two.
No,
you know,
that's what happens when you called in late. We started the show right on time like we always do.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy. It's funny. Hey, do you know that this should be a holiday today? The Revolutionary War began today. We have the United States of America, or as Bush and them and others say, it's not united, it's united. Why do they say united?
I have no idea why people talk the way they do. That's just the way they do.
Why do they do that? That just freaks me out. United. How about united? United States of America, the country I was willing to give my life for, and I served 13 years, 8 months, 25 days for. But the Revolutionary War began 250 years ago today. Lexington, Concord, when the Brits stopped the Boston economy, just like COVID. The Bostonians got, I'm not going to use that word, picked, and stood up, and we fought, and we became what was supposed to be a free nation. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be that way anymore these days. What's it about Kamala? Kamala Harris and AOC AOC is going to be leading the Democrat Party. Are you kidding me? Please, Jesus, could you make it easier? Hell, I could run for president for 4 years. I'll win. You put her up there, I'll win. I'm more sane than she is, and everybody and the government knows I'm not. That's why I'm on medication. Truth is truth. Can't do it. And this really, really, really bites my craw. They want to limit food stamp people from buying sugary food. Okay, so the rich kids can eat M&Ms, and you poor kids eat dirt.
Yeah, but most of it. Hold on. Most of us probably ate dirt when we were kids anyway. That was just part of growing up back in the day. Most of us of a certain age.
We did have a neighbor kid. He ate mud, man. Actually, you know what's a disease?
What, eating mud?
Seriously, Matt. Yeah, that is a disease. There's a vitamin or some deficiency. Oh crap! Lynn. I can't remember your last name. I'm not going to say it, but you know it is because it was your brother, your younger brother. He ate dirt. He ate mud. And later on, I researched it, and it actually is. It's a deficiency in something in their diet, and they do it. It's weird. Yeah. It was fun to watch that kid do it. Mud all over his face. It was funny. It was a good time. I was during my dad's softball games. When I was a kid, we used to go watch his softball games. Steelworkers, they had their softball team. That was fun times, man.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Why don't we have that kind of crap anymore? I know I live in Florida now. It's different down here where, in Pittsburgh, everybody was a steelworker.
Yep.
I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to become a steelworker and have a family and live a nice life in Pittsburgh, man, with our fabulous Steelers. Now I'm so blessed. Come down here 2008. And that's what I want to get to this. I want to get to this later, but I'm going to do it now. The Rays, I am so get ready to believe pissed. I don't know if to say that. I'm so pissed.
Don't worry, I got you.
What are you doing?
Not hitting, that's the problem.
Down here, you got rid of the goddamn devil and became the Rays, and I predicted it on Paul Porter's home team, which is on air.
Every Saturday, 9 to 11.
That is correct. That's where I first said it. I guarantee they're going to the World Series. He said, how long you been in Florida? I said 3 months. He said, you've been in the sun too long. But they made it. And they've been a powerhouse since. And now these I can't say.
Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, I can't say that. The
dipsticks.
That's the other way to say it.
Dipstick. That's a better way to say it.
What are you doing? Get the devil off back. You let the Yankees beat you 1-0. By the way, I'm enjoying the crap out of watching them playing not under a dome.
Yeah, but that's
what got home field advantage.
But that's also why they're not playing under a dome is because, well, the Hurricanes took care of that back in October. That's why we're outside of the Trop. B, that's why we're playing a ton of home games now, because anybody who lives in Florida can tell you this. By the time we hit the warm weather months, July, August, September, it's way too damn hot, and there's a ton of rain. So try playing outdoor baseball in Florida in the middle of the summer. Forget it.
Hey, I was thinking about that before I called in to do the show remotely. I was thinking about that. Nothing like outdoor baseball. This game is so fun to watch now. You don't know what's happening in the wind. And I'm listening to the announcers. They're like, holy crap. You never know. It is just so weird. It's so different. And I don't have to look at a white dome.
Yeah,
I
but
don't care if it's hot. They're in Tampa. I wish they would build a field over here in Pinellas. I go every goddamn game.
Yeah, but the problem is,
even too far from Pinellas.
No, it's not. It's a half an hour drive. It's not that bad.
Half an hour. I won't drive. How many buses I got to take to get there?
2 buses. You're there in about 90 minutes. You can figure it out. Okay?
I'm not going to spend a goddamn bull crap. I live 4 miles from the goddamn beach, and I got to take 2 buses. It takes me an hour because I got to sit and wait for the next bus to come.
Or you can always take a cab and Uber. Those are the 2 other options as well if you don't
cab
drive.
Uber. You know what? That's why I'm not in the show today either. Actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No, because I tip my driver well. It's expensive for me to get up there. It's not cheap, and I ain't taking no damn buses no more. I'm tired of buses. I'm tired of this crap down here. That is the one thing that was different about Pittsburgh. Just Pittsburghers really got a thing going on up there, and I don't understand. I'm sure there's other cities, maybe Bostonians, which I hate. I'm glad you're listening, no Bostonians, because you hate me too. That's cool. But that have a sense of identity. Tampa doesn't. We have no sense of identity. Nothing. I mean, that's the biggest thing I miss about Pittsburgh is walking the city streets. I worked there. I knew Pittsburgh better than anybody, man. Age 18 and started working there. Downtown is just, and I say downtown for yins and non-Pittsburghers, is different. It's a community. And you know what? Mr. Rogers is real, and he is a Pittsburgher, and he is from up on the hill there. It's real. I mean,
so you're saying that wasn't just for a TV show. That was actually a thing.
Oh yeah, it was real.
All right.
I mean, PBS. He created that, which was fabulous. What he did for children and parents, because parents, you just sit your kid in front of the TV, and mom didn't have to do squat. You know, she's sitting there sipping coffee with grandma, Miss Audrey, and grandma, sitting there sucking on her coffee, and I'm in front watching Mr. Rogers, man. And,
the problem is, I think most people now could use a good education from Mr. Rogers. Even people somewhere between your age and mine need that kind of an education now, because people today don't know what the hell they're doing.
They become so selfish.
Exactly.
You know, where Mr. Rogers taught you how to be a friend, a neighbor, the mailman. What I can't remember the mailman's name too. Mr. Somebody or other. I forget. I mean, he had these characters. The mailman would come over, or whatever, and you greeted him and you said nice things to him. Matter of fact, I had a side. That's funny. That came out of nowhere. I was not thinking about this at all. Bang, bang, bang on my door. I'm like, oh, what the hell? Who's banging on my door? I don't like this. I live in an apartment now. I hate it. I want a home again. But I had to sign for a letter. And he was so nice. It was like, in fact, like Mr. Rogers Day, you know, Mr. McFeely. What was the other one's name? I forget. There's all kind of goofy characters. But no, that really is, Matt, you don't know this, but it is true. I mean, he designed that program in Pittsburgh for children, and it was done from his real home. I can't remember the name of the town on top of the hill there, damn it.
That's why I'm so quiet. I'm trying to look it up.
It begins with a D, I think. Dormont. I think it's actually Dormont, coming to my mind. Only because I had a lady friend I worked with who I hated was from Dormont. And she hated me too. She threw a stapler at me. Mean, big woman. I couldn't understand it, man. Woman had to weigh, if she didn't weigh 250 pounds, her boyfriend had to weigh about a buck and a half. He was half her size, and they would just feed each other. It was kind of a neat thing to watch, though.
And you're right, Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers is a Pittsburghian. He's from, I think it's pronounced Latrobe, Pittsburgh, or Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
Latrobe. That's where he was born, Latrobe.
Yep, and he died in Pittsburgh in 2003.
But the show came from Dormont. I know you weren't on the internet, but it was from Dormont. Now I remember. Yeah, Latrobe also. That's
yeah. It was videotaped at the WQED studios in Pittsburgh and broadcast nationally on PBS.
That is correct. Matter of fact, WQED is one that gave PBS their big deal. If it wasn't for Pittsburgh, hell, electricity. Pittsburgh was. I was thinking about that. I am proud to be a Pittsburgher. A lot of crap came out of there, but good crap. Matter of fact, Roberto Clemente. I wanted to talk about the Rays. Exactly what I wanted to get to, but you got me talking Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and you started talking about the Rays, and you went off on this Pittsburgh tangent. That's on you, bud.
I'm loving the hell out of the Rays, man. It is so fun watching them outside.
Yeah, but the problem is they're not winning. They're not hitting. That's the problem.
Well, they were a couple nights ago. They're not. I don't know what the hell's going on. Coach got to get his crap together with his peeps. And I think, especially after watching last night's game with the Yanks, they didn't feel home. And it's weird. I don't know. When I moved here in 2008, like I said, and they went to the World Series, I guarantee that they did. And they can do it again. This year, they could win. What's that guy's name? Boyle? That pitcher?
I think so, yeah.
Penny from the Pirates. Oh, if we get Penny from the Pirates to come down here with Boyle, oh, my God. And the pitching has been crappy the last couple of 3 days. I agree. But it's early in the season. We don't want that 13-game winning streak. What's that matter at the end of the season? It's a 162-game season. That's why I like baseball. It's called America's pastime.
But my question is, and I said this to Paul earlier. We were talking about it off air during Paul's show this morning. Why is it that we're supposed to be in a big baseball market where if you listen to other talk radio shows here in the Tampa Bay area, you get a lot of phone calls related to the Rays. You get apparently good TV numbers of people watching, but more often than not, they don't draw at the Trop, and I don't get why.
Because the Trop sucks.
And the only reason they're drawing now is because it's in a minor league ballpark that holds 10,000 people. You put them in a regular stadium, they're not going to draw.
It's a minor league ballpark, but that's what sucked is you had all those damn Yankee fans in there last night. I wanted to rip my hair out.
But what did you expect? Yankees, Mets, Red Sox, Dodgers, Rays fans get drowned out.
20, 30 years ago, I used to be a Yankee fan.
And you're a Pittsburgher? Shame on you.
I hate them.
Yeah, but why would you be a Yankee fan when you have the Pittsburgh Pirates right in your backyard?
Well, of course I was a Pirate fan, and
so I grew up in New York. I was a Met fan. I didn't like the Yankees for the longest time.
Well, we'll forgive you for being a Met fan.
But at least I wasn't born. At least I wasn't a Yankee fan. I actually had some level of taste.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. I really don't. I was a big Yankee fan. I was a truck driver back in the 90s. I don't know why. I was a big Yankee fan.
You jumped on the bandwagon. Who are you kidding?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm telling you, I don't know why I was, but in the 90s when I was a truck driver, yeah, I would listen to the Yankees on the radio in the truck, when you're getting your sleep before you get up in the morning to finish your driving. And I don't know. I was a big Yankee fan, big time. But then now I live here. I hate them some beaches. Beaches, I said.
Yeah, he said son of the beach. Son of the beach.
Some beaches. And, I cannot stand them. They're just, you know what? Boston. There ain't nothing to like about Boston, but I tell you what, I'd kiss anybody's butt from Boston before I would stand next to anybody who was a Yankee fan.
And that's saying a lot right there.
That is saying a lot. It disgusts me, but I get it. It's their minor league park that we're playing in, and I'm serious, we need our own outdoor park. Maybe with the, you know where the first retractable dome came from, don't you?
No, but enlighten me.
It's called the Civic Arena, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The first retractable dome, and I saw Aerosmith there with the dome open. smoking my medication and enjoying the stars and the music. It was really a groovy place. I can't believe I tore that place down.
I can. It was old, decrepit, and falling apart. That's why PPG Paints Arena now exists in Pittsburgh and not the Mellon Arena.
I've never been there. I mean, because I live down here, and after they did away with the Civic Arena, the PPG built, I've never been there.
How often do you get the chance to go back up north and go home to these people in Pittsburgh?
Oh, I can go home anytime I want. I shouldn't say home, because this is home to me. I'm sorry. This is home to me. I'm done with Pittsburgh. I left there. I love it. It's a great place to grow up. But it's not home. This is home.
All right.
But to go up there to visit, anybody. You get a chance. I'll tell you what. People come here to Florida to visit. Right now it's going to be, I think 89 degrees. I saw. They actually said it on the news. They actually mentioned Pittsburgh. 89 today or whatever, like hot down here like it is. This is the time to go to Pittsburgh, PA. You will not believe the people. You want a vacation. It is just, it's different. It's weird. Go to the museums. They got all kind of things in Oakland, which is a part of the city of Pittsburgh. It's actually what do you call it, an outlay or whatever. But Oakland, where University of Pittsburgh's at, and it's something that you need to take in. There's so much history, things that went on, and the people. The people were just, they're like me. They'll talk to the wall if they think it might answer. And if it doesn't, they'll keep talking. It doesn't matter. I mean,
that's the groovy doobie lifestyle for you, bro.
It really is, man. And I didn't realize it. I became a real big conservative one time, and I'm a hippy dippy, but I'm not stupid either. That's part of what I do want to talk about here. Get back to that about what's going on in our government today. Where am I at here? 12:28. Oh, it's that's why I'm lost. Vacation time.
Yep.
I had a new song I wanted you to play for this, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that now. We're already too far into the show.
Okay, it's 12:28. I gotta put myself on hold for a minute and have my medication.
All right. So what we're going to do is I'll put Robbie on hold. I'll check back with him in a little while. We're going to keep him on the phone line. Right now, we're going to step aside. When I come back, and it'll be me coming back in a few minutes, but when we come back right here on the It's All Groovy Show on the Tan Talk Radio Network, we'll get into the sports talk of the show. That's coming up next right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network. All right, we are back once again here on It's All Groovy on the Tan Talk Radio Network. For those of you that are currently watching the show on YouTube, there is a reason why you see Scooby-Doo staring at you, looking up at the camera. Robbie is not here. Robbie is doing the show remotely from home. He will be back on with us in a little while. I'll try to put him back on within the next 5 to 10 minutes to see whenever Robbie is ready to go with this fine radio program. But I didn't get the chance to do this at the beginning of the show, so I'm going to do it now. For those of you that are new to the radio program, the opinions expressed on this show are that of, in this case, myself and Robbie, and do not reflect that of the Tan Talk Radio Network. Again, the opinions expressed here on the It's All Groovy show are that of the host and guest, in this case, Robbie the Shark and myself. They do not reflect those of the Tan Talk Radio Network. Thank you very much. Also, normally I would give out the phone number for you to be able to call in and join in on the program. But with Robbie doing the show remotely, we are not giving out the phone number this week. It's just going to be me and Robbie talking for the next hour or so, or now in this case, half an hour from whenever you are listening. If you want to listen to past episodes of this fine radio program, internetradiopros.com. We archive everything that's done and said and talked about here on the radio show. It's all up online. internetradiopros.com is where to go to be able to find Robbie's show and every episode of not only the It's All Groovy show right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network, but every other show we have on the Tan Talk Radio Network can be found on Internet Radio Pros. That is the best place to be able to go look to find us. That is where you can find us. That's where we're going to leave it. So yeah, that is where you can do it. We also archive all of our live videos up on YouTube as well. You can find everything there to be able to watch it. So that's what's going on with the It's All Groovy show. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is Matt, the producer. Robbie is doing the show remotely this week. He is not here. He's on the phone line with us. We'll get back to him shortly when he's done with his medication break, which is why you hear me rambling at the moment. But Robbie's on his medication break. We will be back with him shortly over the phone lines. If you are watching on YouTube, the reason why you see Scooby-Doo, Robbie is not physically here at the studio. We will get back to him very, very shortly on the phone lines. While we are doing this, it is the start of a big weekend. Happy Easter, one and all, to those that are celebrating. Also, happy Passover as well. It is a big weekend in the sports world as well because while Robbie was talking about what's going on with the Rays, we have started the NBA playoffs. The Stanley Cup playoffs get going this weekend. And for somebody like me who is sitting here in a wrestling t-shirt on the other side of the camera, it is WrestleMania weekend, which is the biggest show of the year for WWE and for wrestling fans everywhere this year. They're converging on Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. More on that in a minute. So, NBA playoffs are set. We're getting to go. We have local representation in the NBA playoffs this year. Matchups are as follows. We have Cleveland taking on Miami, Indiana taking on Milwaukee, the New York Knicks battling the Detroit Pistons, and the Boston Celtics taking on the Orlando Magic in the Eastern Conference. The West, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder playing the Memphis Grizzlies, Denver Nuggets, LA Clippers, LA Lakers, Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Houston Rockets and the Golden State Warriors. Those are your matchups for the NBA playoffs. Cleveland, Miami, that series starts tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in Cleveland. Orlando and Boston, that series kicks off in Boston also tomorrow. That is a 3:30 tip-off tomorrow afternoon. Knicks and Pistons kick off at Madison Square Garden tonight at 6 o'clock. And the last Eastern Conference matchup between Indiana and Milwaukee takes place today in less than half an hour from now from Indianapolis. For the West, Oklahoma City and Memphis start at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Then we have Houston hosting Golden State at 9:30 tomorrow night. And these are all Eastern Standard Times for tip-off and whatnot for when we get going with that. And I'll get to Robbie in a second. It sounds like he's back on the line. We have Lakers and Timberwolves tipping off at 9:30 tonight. And finally, Clippers and Nuggets from Denver at 3 o'clock this afternoon. For the Stanley Cup playoffs, Toronto's got Ottawa. Tampa Bay's got Florida. Washington's got Montreal. Carolina's got New Jersey. That's the Eastern Conference. Western Conference, Winnipeg has St. Louis. Dallas has Colorado. Vegas plays Minnesota. And the Los Angeles Kings take on the Edmonton Oilers. The Lightning and Panthers start the playoff series late. Their first game isn't until Tuesday night. Everybody else gets going either tonight, tomorrow, or Monday. But the Lightning start the latest. Their first game with the Florida Panthers is from Amalie Arena Tuesday night. That's how we are looking with that, and that's where we are set up with that. Half of the Eastern Conference bracket is going to be the Battle of Florida and the Battle of Ontario up in Canada, with the two winners playing each other in round 2. That's where that's set up. Finally, WrestleMania weekend has arrived. Everybody's converging in the wrestling world on Las Vegas. It's from Allegiant Stadium in Vegas for a 2-night event for WrestleMania 41. 7 matches tonight, 7 matches tomorrow. It's going to be a good card. Robbie, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. So
that's funny you mentioned wrestling. Unfortunately, you brought up bad memories for me because, as you know, my son passed last year. But he was a wrestling nut, and I couldn't figure it out. Like, what the hell do you see in that crap? But he enjoyed it.
The best way to be able to describe it to people as to why a lot of fans like wrestling, it's soap opera for men. That's the best way to describe it. It's soap opera for men, because if you watch a wrestling show, you'll go through every range of emotion. They'll make you laugh. They'll make you cry. It's basically physical soap opera.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's a different perspective.
Yeah.
Think about that after the show. That's interesting, because I could really honestly go like, what the hell do you see in this kid? It's so stupid to me. Obviously not to a lot of others. We all know it's just like football, baseball, basketball, and all of it is fake. But it's obvious fake in wrestling.
I wouldn't call it fake, because if you say that to a wrestler, they're not going to be happy with it. The injuries you get in wrestling are very, very real. It's predetermined and scripted, sure, but these men and women actually take a whooping.
Since we're talking about wrestling,
sure.
When I moved here in 2008, 2009, Hulk Hogan's wife, hey baby doll, come visit me again next Thanksgiving. I spent a day with her and her lady friend. Yes, I did. I can't believe it either. I can't. I almost drowned that day. Matter of fact, I had just moved here, and my neighbors were going out on Tampa Bay. That was so stupid. What did they do that? Oh crap! They pushed things off the pier there. I don't want to mention the company's name. That's why I'm not thinking of it. What it is. We went to watch it, and I fell overboard. And boom, dude grabbed me, man. I'm going to drown, man. I don't like water, but I wanted to go, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun, but oh my dear Lord, I never forget that. Hell, I only knew the guy for like a week. I mean, I only been living there for like a week, and they took me to this event. It was fun. We got high-eyed drunk and had a good time, but I fell off the boat. Oh my Lord. If you don't know how to swim, don't get on a boat. As far as I'm concerned, do not do it. And if you do, you better have your life vest on. And I did not have one on. But thank God, I mean, I don't know how he did it. He jacked me straight up by the arm. Hell, I'm 6 foot tall, $170. He couldn't have been no bigger. Well, he was taller than me, but couldn't have been no much heavier. He yanked me straight up off. I could not believe it. I guess, Lord Jesus, Happy Easter. That's what I wanted to remember. Lord Jesus wanted me to be here speaking to Tampa area, Clearwater, on the radio. And praise Jesus, man. I don't know about you, but I was a good boy yesterday. I actually contained myself for Good Friday, which was wonderful. I got to go look up, and I don't know, I guess I'm going to have to pay for that to watch The Passion of Christ. What a movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I don't care if you're an atheist. You see that, your mind will change. Will change big. It's huge. Thank you, Lord. Ooh. Wow.
Well, the way I look at it, every day above ground is a gift.
That's what's neat about me not being in studio today. Lord told me not to go to studio today and do it from remote. It's different. I just put out a cigarette, which of course I can't do in studio because I don't own it like Amish did when Amish used to smoke. But I will one day. Guaranteed. I don't know why. I don't want to do this anymore, actually, to tell you the truth.
Smoke or do the show?
The show. What am I yeah, actually, since we're talking about that, please, ROBBIEFERENTZ, or just type in Robbie the Shark. You'll probably find me on Facebook. I'm getting YouTube worked up and all the other different things where I'm doing my morning program, Wake and Bake, which is what it sounds like, yeah. Smoke a doobie, talk to you for a minute and a half, minute 30, maybe 2 minutes if it's a good day. It's a bad day, actually. Minute and a half, I get it done. 2 minutes, well, a lot of crap is going on, so I got to talk. But no more than 2 minutes. That's it. Bing, bang, bang, you're over. And hopefully you'll enjoy it, and I think you will. But no, I need to take a hiatus right now and get off the air. I think next week or the week after is my last. I know Lola didn't answer that for me yet. Our great owner of the station, Lola. And I'm going to take a hiatus, but top 3 to beat the bookie. What is football season begins September 3rd? Am I right?
I think so, but let me double check. We know the NFL draft is next weekend. That's
school the draft. I can't believe people follow that.
I know.
So
I mean,
but then there's college football. I love NFL. I don't care about college. I don't care about high school football.
Yeah, September 4th. September 4th is the start of the NFL season.
That's a Thursday then, right?
Yeah, it's a Thursday night, September 4th. The regular season ends January 4th. Playoffs start January.
The season begins on the 7th, right? Then there's a 4th.
September 4th is the start of the season. Playoffs start January 10th. The Super Bowl is February 8th.
The playoffs, because the 6th, that's a Saturday. And I don't know. I'll talk about that with Lola. I don't know if I want to be this time slot or a different one. I'm working on that with attorneys of mine and try to figure out how to do this properly and make it happen. Wow. Sometimes I tell the truth too much, but hey, I'm me. You're going to get what you get.
And that's why we say on the promo for the show, listen at your own risk.
Absolutely. Because you never know what's going to come out of this pile.
Yep, and that's why I'm here to control things.
I'm sorry, but that's what makes it entertaining, because you don't know. And I know people are sitting at home, and you're like thinking, hopefully, I know what he's thinking. He's going to say it, and he didn't. And they're saying it out of their own gut and mind.
Yep.
I know. So there's a lot of rereads out there like me. I got hit in the head with a baseball bat when I was young, dude, okay? And God knows what the military did to me. That's why they took me. I mean, who takes a guy? My skull is fractured. Yeah, imagine this, Matt. I'm going to explain this on a radio, and I think people can get this picture.
Okay.
A baseball cap. Okay, put your baseball cap on, and the back of the baseball cap, they got the, the adjuster, the size adjuster thing.
Yeah.
My skull is fractured completely around, except for that back part where you adjust the size of your hat. And I'm still alive here on Earth. Gotta be a reason. And it's gotta be Jesus. And tomorrow's Easter, and praise Jesus.
Yep.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for, holy crap. It's really hitting me right now. Hell, I got airtime, man. I got people in Pittsburgh listening to me, Carolinas. I actually got people, there's people in South Dakota.
Really?
Yeah, there was, I met people here at the studio before I went on air, and they were kids going to the beach, here on spring break. And they listened to me, and they're like, whoa, dude, that was entertaining. So they're listening up there, too. It's fascinating, yet it's depressing because I'm not where I want to be, but hell.
Yeah, but none of us ever really are.
gotta carry the cross for a little bit until you get what you want. You know, it's gonna happen. It's all right.
Yeah, but the way I look at it, though, everything in life happens for a reason. You may not understand it at the time, but eventually
absolutely.
it'll lead you to where you got to be in life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Did I talk about this? This schmuck wants to limit food stamp peeps from buying sugary food. Oh, that's at.
Yeah, we started to talk about that earlier, but you went off on a side tangent.
I did. I did go on side. That. Who the hell are you? That the rich people can eat. Yes, I did talk about that earlier. I'm so pissed about it. To tell me what I can eat. Oh, you can have Doritos, but my children can't because my children are living off of food stamps. You're paying cash. Well, you know what? Yes, OB, I'm working. I ain't making enough to live. I'm still paying taxes. And part of my tax money is giving me the food stamp money. And unbelievable. Back in the day, I never forget that. Me and Lisa were actually able to take our kids to McDonald's with food stamp dollars. They were paper back then. And you could buy McDonald's. What's wrong with treating your child to McDonald's just because, unfortunately, I mean, what the hell, 1970 something or other, minimum wage. If you made $10 an hour, you were doing well. There's people still out here today living on $10 an hour. 40 years later, your buying power hasn't gotten any better. Your life has gotten worse. So if they get food stamps, I don't give a squat. And there was one time I got $268 a month during the Obama crash and the killing of the economy. I did well, actually. That's why I moved here to Florida. Hell, I was unemployed and, living large. Unemployment. Can you believe that? 7 years. Unemployment. And food stamps.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Not 268, 286. And I live with my girlfriend and her two brothers who had two girlfriends, and my food stamps fed everybody. In reality, it was only a tough time because you couldn't get a job, but because I was fortunate enough to be on unemployment from Pennsylvania, because it's Florida unemployment, man, it's less than half a year. Bam, you're done. That's it. Pish posh, you're done. I had that happen to me down here too, where I lost work and I was on unemployment. I think not 26 weeks or half a year, so whatever half of that is, like 13 weeks. Bam, you're done. You're starving. I said, don't be high and mighty. If I want to spend $286 on Doritos, shut up.
Exactly. Like we're basically helping the economy out if we want to be able to buy and purchase whatever the bloody hell we want.
Exactly. I mean, today I might have a steak, but if I have a steak today, and I'm not on food stamps now, just to let everybody know that.
Right.
But if I want a steak today, guess what? I'm eating peanut butter and tuna fish for the next 2 or 3 days. That's just the way it is. But I'd never forget somebody looking at. I was working at a deli, and look at that woman. She's buying steak with food stamps. I'm like, who the hell are you? She's buying steaks for her family. They are going to be eating tuna fish and peanut butter for the next week because she spent that much money. But they had a treat. Why? Because you're poor and you're doing the best you can. It just ain't working. And sometimes you're a schmuck. I know that. But most of them aren't. They're doing their best. And you know what? I was thinking about that earlier too. I'm glad that I did lose everything moving here to Florida. And yes, I lived in a tent. And it taught me so much about life and people. you could be wealthy, you be dirt poor. People are people.
And the way I look at it, doesn't matter if you're rich, if you're Elon Musk levels rich, or you're us. We're all going to end up in the same place 1,000 years from now, and we're all going to end up in the same box 6 feet under when we're done.
Well, hopefully VA is going to pay for my box because I ain't got no insurance for it, and they can just burn my ass. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he said ship. Don't worry. He said ship. Don't worry.
But when I'm gone, I'm gone. It doesn't matter because you know what? I'll never be gone because I have made an impact on society. I know I have. Not by this stupid radio show, but people I have met and lived with in the woods, I've changed their lives. They've changed mine. It was actually, more I'm thinking about it, well, hell, hey, thank you more, Jesus.
That's how you know you left a legacy, whether it's through the radio show or just being you away from the radio. As long as you've had a positive impact on somebody's life, that's how you know you left a legacy in some way, shape, or form.
That's it. You don't even need to get a thanks from them. You could tell by the smile on their face.
Yep.
And nothing needs to be said.
Yeah, you don't have to say a word. Just a smile and nod. That's how you know you did something right.
There's a reason God told me to call the show "It's All Groovy" because it is, man. It really is all groovy.
That was the point of the show when we started out doing this in November of 2023. It was everybody's gathered around the fire pit in Robbie's yard, just shooting the breeze, drinking their drink of choice, whatever it may be, and just talking about life and how far we've come.
Oh, thank you, Matt.
That was the point of this show, and we hope we've been able to do that for you and provide some sort of levity, entertainment, give you a reason to think. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy being around other people's.
And realize your life could be mine, and that would really suck.
Hey, you said that, not me. I didn't say that. That was Robbie.
Everybody, you think I could be worse off. Yeah, you could be like me. You know what I mean? It's a joke. I'm just trying to bring it up.
Robbie's just being Robbie, folks.
And that is true. I mean, you just don't know. Like my neighbors over there, I hate this place, man. I'm in a damn apartment. Oh, I hate it. I've never lived in an apartment building in Florida. 2008, I moved here. I hate it. It's like living in a prison.
Really?
Oh, I hate it.
Second
floor. 34 steps, 17 on the first floor, 17 to get to the second floor. Oh, dear God. I want to die. I scream every time. And no neighbors come out. 2 chicks down there, but they come out. They don't say hello. They do not take their eyes off their phone. I'll yell hello, and they'll say hello back, and boom, eyes right back on the phone. Like, what? Come on. I mean, yeah. That's why I do miss Pittsburgh.
Well, that's it. That's also a problem, and I've said this off the air, talking to people away from the radio station. That's the problem with things the way they are now, is that people spend too much damn time, and I admit I'm guilty of this too every once in a while. If I'm out walking the beach, I'm spending too much time looking down at my phone instead of just being present and looking around.
I mean, I'm a phone freak too. I play my stupid games. But if there's a human being near me, the phone goes away. The phone does not matter.
Yep.
Human contact matters.
I agree.
It matters so much, and we're losing that. And if any of these schmuck neighbors of mine actually listen to this program, hopefully you get the message. Hey, man, say hello to your neighbor. You're walking down the street, you don't even know this schmuck.
Yep.
Hey, just lift your hand up and say hi. You have to lift your hand up. Hi. Hi. Yeah, it's simple. It's simple. Mr. Rogers taught us that. Where did you let it go? Wake up, America. Be nice. It's simple. It's really not that difficult to say hello. Not that difficult at all. Well, you know what, Matt? It's 12:55,
Yeah.
and I'll be honest with you, I'm out of gas. I know I still got 5 minutes left, but
That's where I would come in.
normally, yes. And you can finish the show, but please tune in every morning, ROBBIEFERENCZ, or just Robbie the Shark. Should get you there on Facebook. I'm going to get on YouTube and all that other happy crap. We're doing that this weekend for Wake and Bake. It really is entertaining. It's nothing else that makes myself laugh.
You got to provide your own entertainment.
It is entertaining. It actually is. It's. I don't know where I came up. It's from God. God told me to do it, and so that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm moving. And then we're going to come back this fall for sports. So we got another week or two here on 1340 WTAN 10 Talk Radio Network, the best in Clearwater, Tampa market, period. Love you, Lola. Tune in Monday morning, Robbie the Shark, Facebook, and we'll get, like I said, the rest of it going with YouTube and what have you not, so it's easier to find. But peace out. It's all groovy.
And that will do it for Robbie on this episode of the Tan Talk Radio Network and the It's All Groovy Show. I just want you to take into your Easter weekend the following thoughts. Just be good peoples. All right? Doesn't take that hard. Doesn't take that long. It's not that big. It's not that tough to be able to do. Just be good. Be a good human being. Take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. We will talk to you same time, same place, same channel next week here on the Tan Talk Radio Network. It's all groovy. AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1 and 102.3, and the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Oh, suki, suki now.